Trump is terrified of losing the midterms, and this latest breaking news exemplifies this. So, yesterday, something incredible happened, which is that Congress actually passed a bill. Congress passed a landmark piece of housing legislation, the likes of which have not been seen in decades. This bill would make it cheaper for millions of Americans to rent and buy homes. One of the most significant pieces of this legislation is that it prevents investors from buying up a bunch of single-family homes and then reselling them with jacked up prices. It would have required investments in low-income and more affordable housing, as well as setting aside grants for new homeowners. It also cleared up the way to mass-produce homes because there are just not enough houses in America. The director of Housing and Infrastructure at the Bipartisan Policy Center said this is a very rare occurrence to have successive bipartisan votes across both chambers. So this legislation was a huge deal. All they needed was Trump to sign it. But completely out of the blue, Trump canceled the housing bill signing and then reiterates the demand for the SAVE Act. Now, as a reminder, the SAVE Act is an unnecessary piece of legislation that does not have enough votes to pass and would disenfranchise thousands of Americans from voting. Trump has gone on the record to say that Republicans will never win another election unless the SAVE Act is passed, because it disenfranchises so many minorities and women, and they know that that's not their base. And so on one hand, there's like a valid reason to crash out and be like, we literally almost just made housing more affordable, and now Trump is fucking ruining it. But the positive spin is that Trump is fucking scrambling right now. He is so unbelievably unpopular, and this is just tanking his approval. Anyone can see that he is not committed to improving the lives of Americans and just wants to stay in power. And I really do think that's going to pay off in November.